This video deals with the control statements in PHP, that is the conditional and looping structures. So conditional statements are used to perform different actions based on different conditions. These are the PHP conditional statements available. If statement, it executes a code if one condition is true. If else statements execute the code if a condition is true and another code if the condition is false. If else, if else, that will deals with different conditions, more than two conditions. Then the switch statement again selects one of many blocks of code to be executed based on any given criteria. Moving on to the syntax and examples of each. If statement, the syntax is quite similar to what you have studied in JavaScript or any other programming languages. If within brackets give the condition, within braces write the code to be executed if it is true. So it deals with only a single condition, true condition. So here is an example, question mark PHP, and then use if like this. This is a conditional checking using a relational operator, and it is output giving as statement as output if the value is true. Going to if else, if within brackets give value, then braces, these are the set of statements if condition is true, statements if condition is false, and here is an example of using if else. If else if also format the same format that we use in C. If bracket condition, else if, so remember there is no space in between, else if condition, and finally there is an else statement. If all the previous conditions are false, this will be executed. So here is an example of using if else if else. Then we have the switch statement, which is used to perform different actions based on different conditions. The control expression and the case expressions is either integer, double or string. Default case is included if no other cases matches, and a break statement is also required in each segment to break from the particular segment. If it goes into one segment, if a break statement is not there, it will be executing all other further statements. This is the format of switch. So switch is the keyword, and in brackets we will examine the relational expression. So according to the output case label 1, if the output is label 1, then this part will be executed. If it is not label 1, if it will go for further checking label 2, label 3, etc. So whenever a match is found, it will be going into that and executing the code. So one peculiarity here is that if there is no break statement after a block, it will just go into the next conditions. If once it enter into a condition, if no break statement is there, it will go into further conditions. So always remember to give a break condition after each case. Then if no cases matches, we can have a default case handler. So default is the keyword used. Here is an example of switch statement. Switch favorite color, then have given different cases, case red, blue, green, etc. So that will be executing and giving the output as per the corresponding value. Moving on to the looping statements. PHP have the normal looping statement that we use in any other programming languages like while, do while, for each, etc. While loop, while with the condition is given, if the condition is true, this will be executed. So this is an entry control loop. The checking is done at the entry. So while $count is equal to $n, then so this is programmed to find the factorial of a number. Please go through this program. Next is a do while loop. Do while loop, on the other hand, it's an exit control loop. It is the code which is given inside the do part is guaranteed to execute at least once, and after doing it once, it will be checking the condition. If it is true, it will be repeated, otherwise it will be exiting from the loop. This is guaranteed to execute once, and this is an exit control loop. So here is an example. Then moving to the for loop, again the syntax is similar. First initialization, then test the condition and the code will be executed. After execution, it will be incrementing the value, again testing it and going back to the statements. Once the testing condition fails, it will be exiting from the loop. In all these loops we can use break or continue statements. Break will break from the loop. Continue will stop the iteration of stop executing that current iteration. It will go further with the next iteration. So here is an example using for loop to find the sum of positive integers up to 100. Please go through the program. Then you have a new construct here, which is a for each loop. This we generally don't use in C and all. So this is used to loop through key value pairs in an array. Here is the syntax. The keyword is for each. Remember, there is no space in between. For each $array as $value. So this is the name of the array, and this is the temporary value which we are giving to retrieve the value. Then we can write the code to be executed. For every iteration, the value of the current array element is assigned to $value. For each iteration, it will be accessing the array values one by one. And here we don't have to worry about index numbers and all. It will automatically start at the first index and move till the end of the array. So we don't have to worry about an unexisting index or anything like that. So here is an example. I have an array $colors. So this is a keyword to use an array. So I have different values: red, green, blue and yellow. So this is how we use for each statement. For each $colors as $value. So this value will be printing all the values one by one. So echo $value. So for giving a new line, I am using the BR tag. So it will be executed and the output will be red, green, blue and yellow. So this is how you use for each loop. In the beginning, I have already informed that PHP support associative arrays, that is hashed arrays which has key value pairs. In case of such an array, we can again use for each statement as $key equal to greater than symbol $value. So in this case, we have keys as well as values. In the normal case, the keys will be 0, 1, 2, etc. If it is an associative array, the key will be having some hash value. So key with this symbol give value. So in this case, the keys will be displayed using the $key variable, and $value will display the corresponding value. So I'll just show an example of associative array. So $names, this is an associative array. So this is how you create an associative array. We have to give the key. So Bob is a key and 10 is its value, and this symbol is used to give key. So this is the key and corresponding value. So similarly, more values are given, and this is how we use for each $names. This is the name of the array name, as key equal to arrow $value. So this key will be getting all the values, all the keys, and val will be retrieving all the values one by one in each iteration. So first iteration, key will be Bob and value will be 10. For the second iteration, key will be Fred and value will be 20. Here I have not given any BR statement. So all these will be displayed in a single line. This is how you use for each statement for an associative array. Break and continue, I already have told. Break will terminate execution of the loop itself. Continue will be skipping the remainder part of the current iteration, and it will go on with the new iteration. It will not exit from the loop as such. This is an example of using for loop to print the square root, square, cube and quad powered by using a loop. So I am starting with 1, 2, 3 up to 10. So I have the number equal to 1, number less than or equal to 10. Then this iteration incrementing one by one. So I am using math functions here, sqrt for square root, power for finding the square, power of 2, square, cube, quad, etc. And each of these values, I am finding out these values in different variables and it is printed. I am using print statement here. Instead you can use echo also. So printed as the values of a table. So initially I have to do all the settings. So I have HTML, head, body. I am starting a table here. Table border is equal to 1 or border means 1. Then I have given a caption powers table. It is displayed here. Then I am starting the header part. This is the first row. So TR. Then each cells, header cells is represented as TH. So I am giving all the headings. So number, square root, square, cube, quad, all the headings are given here. Finally close the TR. Now we have to add these values one by one in each of the rows. So that is done here. Whenever I calculate values in one iteration, I will be starting at TR and I am writing the number, root, square, cube, quad. You can write in a single print statement also. So when I go for one, I will writing square root, square, cube, quad. Then I will be closing the TR tag. In the next iteration, I'll again open a TR tag for 2. Then one by one TD cells, so I'll be writing the cell values and closing the TR here. This is how this loop works.